You're not doing T-CLOCS before you ride. What are you even doing, you reckless hooligan? In less than 4 minutes, I'm gonna take you from this rider to this rider. Before we get started, I want to thank today's sponsor, Kensun, for providing me with this portable portable air compressor. This will come in handy for today's video. If you're in the market for a portable air compressor, you can find this handy one linked down below. So let's get started. Okay, so T-CLOCS stands for tires, controls, lights, oil, chassis, stands. It refers to the things that you should check before you go out for a ride. I know it might sound like a lot, but if you get into the habit of doing T-CLOCS regularly, you'll probably run through this list pretty quickly, and you'll spot glaring issues before you actually experience them mid-ride, like deflated tires. So T stands for tires, and before you ride, you want to check the tread depth. Make sure you actually have some tread left. Yes, that means you, burnout misfits. Also check the brake pads while you're there and make sure you have brakes left on the front and the rear. 2 millimeters or more is okay, less than that and you might want to order a new pair soon. You also want to check the air pressure, and you can find the recommended levels in your bike's manual. This is where the portable air compressor is your best friend because it's quick, you don't have to fuss much with it. I can plug the Kensun one using a car adapter and fill up the tires using the built-in gauge. That was pretty easy. Next up, C for controls. This includes your handlebars, your brake pedal, brake lever, clutch lever, throttle, and visible cables. Check that you can pull them in smoothly and you don't have any fraying of cables, a sticky throttle, and anything that feels abnormal. Okay, now the L is for lights, but also electrics. You should make sure that your headlight works, both the low and high beams, and you should also reach back and put your hand out to see if the brake light is flashing properly when you pull the brake lever in or step on the brake pedal, and then check your front and rear turn signals as well. Okay, next up for oils and other fluids. This is pretty simple and quick. You want to check your oil level on level ground. You can pull the bike upright and check, or you can learn where your oil level is at when the bike is on the stand and check that it's at that level. Do this before you start the bike. The other fluids you want to check are your brake fluid reservoirs, the front and rear, and your coolant. Make sure there's no glaringly obvious leaks anywhere, and if there are, tighten up the hose connections as a first step. Alright, the second C is for chassis. These are the structural components to your ride, so make sure your fairings aren't loose or obvious bolts are missing. I won't judge here as I have at least 2 zip ties on my Ninja where I lost cotter pins. Also check that your front forks aren't leaking. Yes, I'm looking at you wheelie fans. And check the chain and make sure it's not too tight or has too much play, and that your sprocket teeth are okay, as in you actually have teeth on it. And finally, S for stands. If your bike has a center stand and you use it, check that the springs hold their tension, and the same with the side stands. Easy. And that's T-CLOCS: tires, control, lights, oil, chassis, stands. Even if you don't check 100% of these things every single time, I hope that you at least do some of these things on most of your rides, because after all, it is going to help you stay safer in the long run, and that's what you want, to stay safe so you can ride forever. Thanks again to Kensun for sponsoring today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share it with a new rider who may not know about these things. I will have a handy T-CLOCS worksheet linked down below for you, developed by the Motorcycle Safety Foundations course, if you want a little bit more detail about T-CLOCS. Until next time, ride safe, my hooligans.